Renegades of Pop. I'm Andrea.
And I'm RJ.
Thank you for watching us. If you aren't subscribed to us, go ahead and do that. Click that bell. Join us on the Facebook group. Follow us on Instagram. Do all the things. Get to know us, Get crazy.
That sounded very threatening. You're like, I'm going to fucking stab you if you don't do it. I'll cut you. I'll kill you. Oh, shit. We're clipping these mics like a motherfucker. Sorry for everyone who's listening. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and go with topic number 1. Andrea, what's your topic?
My topic was...
lies! Sorry. Too soon?
What? Very random, guys. Anyway, my topic was inspired by the Glam Goth. I was watching her Q&A the other day, which is very interesting. She seems like a lovely gal. Hey, girl. And she was talking about, things that her parents told her to, scare her as a kid. Or, stuff like that. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, shit. I have that. And, a bunch of lies that they told me as a kid to make me act right. So that's what I want to talk about is, lies your parents told you to make you act right.
You want to know the truth?
Mm-hmm.
You can't handle the truth.
They lock you in a closet and tell you you're a bad boy and, turn all the lights off.
Jesus, hit a little too close. Anyway. No, but seriously... let's start with the innocent lies, okay? Let's not that necessarily to make you act right, but let's talk about the general shit, like the Tooth Fairy and the Santa Claus.
Well, everybody gets told that.
Not everybody.
Who doesn't get told that?
Some fucked up parents.
My parents still write from Santa Claus and Rudolph on my fucking presents.
From Rudolph? I didn't know Rudolph was fucking giving out.
Yeah, no. I get on the thing, they're like, oh, this is to Andrea from Rudolph, to Andrea from Frosty the Snowman.
Really?
Yeah,
Your parents went all out.
No, my mom still does that. No. And I'm like, I know this is from you.
So I never got that. My family was more like, oh, this is an excuse not to wrap it. We'll just keep it hidden until Christmas Day and just throw the shit out and didn't have a tag from it. It was implied that it was from Santa.
How boring.
White America. Help me out here. Anyways, awkward. No, but for real, my family, with that kind of stuff, they just didn't.
Where's the surprise? Where's the mystical magic about that?
What do you mean? What's more surprising than, oh, there's a couple presents from your grandparents, your aunt, your mom and stuff underneath the tree. And then the next day, you have a bunch of other presents that are just unwrapped and looking at you in the face. Okay. Fuck off.
My enjoyment comes from the mystery. I like to shake it and guess what it is and then unwrap it.
Lame.
Whatever.
Anyways.
It's the fun. It's the fun in guessing of what it is.
What's the most unbelievable lie that they told you?
I mean, it's not unbelievable, but there's this thing that Mr. Bone Daddy was gonna get me. Mr. Bone Daddy was the Crypt Keeper, and I was super afraid of the Crypt Keeper growing up. So they used to be like, "Oh, Mr. Bone Daddy is gonna come get you if you don't act right." That? I don't know. I think my grandpa.
He's the one that called him.
My grandpa used to call him Mr. Bone Daddy, and then everybody called him Mr. Bone Daddy.
Mr. Bone Daddy.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
Where we used to live up north, and there was this tattoo shop that had this rocking chair with a Crypt Keeper sitting in it, and I'm like, oh my god, every time I drive past it, I'm like, this is Mr. Bone Daddy. Yeah, no, totally. Mr. Bone Daddy was a lie to be like, oh, if you don't act right, Mr. Bone Daddy's gonna come get you.
Wow. See, I would say when I was really young, the only one that was really driven into me was Mr. Freddy.
No, really?
Krueger, yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street, that's the one that Kim, my aunt, would say would come and get me in my dreams, if I was a little shit, kind of thing.
I mean, I used to be scared of Chucky, but nobody used to threaten me with that. And like when I think I was like maybe 16 or 8, like I was like in that 18, 16, whatever. They bought me one for Christmas. They bought me a Chucky doll for Christmas. And like I was like, he was wrapped in paper, and I picked him up and I was like, I don't want to open this. I don't want to open this.
So fun fact, when I was still living in California, we had like a banister that you like look over and see, you know, like downstairs. My aunt thought it would be funny before I got home from school to get a Chucky doll and hang him from the banister for when I walked in. Oh. Scared the shit out of me.
That's funny. Andy used to like put him in my room and prop him up with like my like remote or whatever. And I'm like, who the fuck did that? Who did that?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. What's another one? What's another lie?
Like the turning on the light in the car. That's a lie.
What?
Like, you know, like, oh, if you turn the light on in the car, I'm gonna crash the car or some shit like that. Like, I feel like I got that one a couple times. Like, you couldn't turn the light on. It's distracting. I mean, not when you're driving. Like, I can turn the light on in my car and still drive. Like, doesn't like, you know, alter my vision. I mean, I need glasses on. Like, I wear glasses, but you know, like, that's a different story.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would be one of those.
I was reading this like I think it was like a BuzzFeed or whatever, a list of like weird things that people did with their families that they didn't know was weird, which is like
oh yes, continue. I've given this article a shout out on
have you?
On
with
Just
the poop
Surprise
knife?
Me with the poop knife. It's a meme. You're not in the group in Just Surprise Me group, but like people post poop knife jokes all the time in the group because of that. No,
I was like, what the heck's a poop knife? I'm like, why is this family pooping so big that they need a knife? Like, what are they eating?
I don't know.
No, I'm trying to think of another lie. Like, oh, if you shave your legs, like, you know, I don't know. It was like a thing about shaving your legs. Like, mom was like, oh, if you shave your legs, like, you know, you'll never be able to not shave them again. And I don't shave my legs all the time. It doesn't. Yeah,
but for some people, that is true, I feel like.
Or like, oh, I mean,
words are hard.
Or like another one, because like I remember seeing it on Golden Girls, like Blanche was saying like, oh yeah, my mom said if I shave my legs, it would make me lose. Which
I feel like that's funny. But no, speaking of that, I feel like every boy, you know, like especially if you come like we're raised by an older generation, you know, the classics of like, you know, if you touch a pecker, you'll go blind, stuff like that. Oh, here's a good one for everybody. The whole bullshit of if you keep making that face, it's gonna get stuck like that. Like that one.
I've told Junie that before. That or like you eat watermelon seeds and a watermelon will grow in your belly.
Wasn't there like a show that like there was like it was like a Twilight Zone but for kids, and like one of the episodes it was on Fox. It was on like Fox Kids, like on.
Was it like Goosebumps?
It wasn't Goosebumps, but it was something like that. And this guy like this kid actually had something like grow in him, and it was but I think it was like apple seeds. Yeah. Anyway, gum getting stuck in your, if you swallow gum, it being stuck in your intestines for 7 years.
I don't know how truthful that is, but I don't think it's good for you. Like, I don't think you're supposed to swallow gum. Like, I don't swallow gum, but I've swallowed it before, and I don't think anything happened to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some more, because I know that there's more.
Yeah.
I know that there's like other ones.
I think. Let's see. Was there ever like? Did you ever get surprised? Like, did your parents ever try to like lie to you just to surprise you, like a birthday party?
No.
Or
they used to lie to me to take me to a therapist.
You crazy girl.
Like, I think that's the only time. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to go, you know, you have, like, a doctor's appointment or something. We're going to go do something real quick. And, like, they'd pick me up from school early or something like that. And then they'd end up taking me to, like, a therapist. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell?
When was this?
I was like, I had to have been like 12 or 13 years old. Like, I was young. Okay. And they would lie to me instead of just telling me, like, hey, we think there's something wrong with you and you need to go talk to somebody about it. Or, like, ask me about it. Instead, they would just lie to me and take me. And I would be, like, hella pissed.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Like, they would be hella pissed and I would just sit there. I'm like, I'm not fucking talking to this motherfucker. I don't know who this is. I'm like, if you have a question, you need to ask me. I'm not going to talk to a stranger. But now I'm like, therapy is completely fine.
Were you really gullible as a kid? I'm just curious, like I was just thinking about, because I would say I was.
Oh yeah,
fucking
no, because
gullible.
Andy used to tell me that famous people were related to him, and like I would go tell my friends about it, and they're like, "He's a fucking liar," and I'm like, "But he told me that. I'm not a liar."
Who did you say? Example.
I can't remember the singer. She was like a one-hit wonder, but she has the same last name as him, so I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
I was a little kid, so I didn't know any better. I'm like, they have the same last name. And, like, everybody's like, you know, you're a fucking liar. And I'm like, I am.
There's always that one friend that was like, oh, yeah. Like, I had a friend who swore fucking up and down that he was related to Tommy the Green Ranger from Power Rangers. Like, when we were young.
What's his name? Jason David Frank or something like that?
Yeah, but...
Jason David?
But we were so young that he just referred to him as Tommy.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know any better, and like everyone believed him.
I mean, I told David a lie once, but it wasn't really like a big. Like I used to tell him lies all the time, but like.
What?
Nothing substantial, just something stupid.
Like what?
I think it was like, oh, somebody was singing, like, it was like a Justin Timberlake album. I'm like, oh, this is so-and-so singing. And he's like, it is? And then I'm like, no, it's really Justin Timberlake. And he's like, oh, shit. He's like, you bitch. Like, you know, it's something stupid. Like, it would be something stupid like that. Like, oh, I unlocked this this crazy level on a video game. Oh, really? And I'm like, no. I made that up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would make up, like, this crazy level of a game. I'm like, yeah, if you keep playing.
You grew up really close to your siblings. So, let's segue into that. Are there other lies that you told both of your younger siblings? See, there's too much of an age gap between me and my sister to really have those, like, moments. Kind of like those, I would say... Rugrats moments with, like, you know how like Angelica fucking says a bunch of shit, like, you know, like one of the most memorable ones for me from Rugrats was a haircut. Chucky was gonna go get a haircut, and he was like all scared, and so what she did is she pulled out one of his hairs like really hard. She's like, imagine that, but 1,000,000 times with all of your hairs. That's what's like getting your haircut. And so he was like terrified.
I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, I didn't like tell.
By the way, Angelica,
lies.
you were a cunt.
That's not nice.
You were just so mean, so mean.
Do you know? Like, I'm trying to think of a lie. I'm having a hard time. Because we didn't really tell lies, but I know Carissa and her family, they used to tell her lies. They told her, this is one of my friends, they told her this lie that she was like adopted and they found her in like a trash can and she was like covered. She was covered in fur and they had to shave her. They told like this whole backstory and she was telling him and I'm like, and you believe them? And she's like, I was little, I didn't know. And I was like, oh my God.
Awful that they
That's
told.
Hilarious.
Now that's something that, like, I feel like an older sibling would do.
They're way older than her. They were way older than her at the time. Like, so, like, I think they're in, like, their 30s now. Like, and she was, like, a little kid. So they were, like, teenagers while they were, like, telling her this.
Okay.
Or, like,
enough.
older kids. Like, they were older. But I'm like, that's really funny. Like, I never told my brothers anything like that. Because I'm like, I just never thought of that. And I think my mom...
You're not that devious.
No, I'm not. Like, I would, like, push him or, like, you know, like, throw him down the stairs.
I wouldn't lie to him. I would just fucking assault them. That's all.
No, we're more like, you know, I don't know. That was more of us.
Fair enough. Any other on this topic before we move on?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, Mr. Bone Daddy, pretty much.
That was the big one. That's the big takeaway. Mr. Bone Daddy.
Mr. Bone Daddy.
Mr. Bone Daddy.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. All right, guys. Before we get on to topic number 2, again, subscribe, like us, click the bell, join us on the Facebook group, follow us on Instagram, Renegades of Pop. Simple as that. Topic number 2. I want to talk about funny guys, funny people. But no, I was thinking about it with Adam Sandler's new movie that came out that I'm not going to watch because I'm not going to watch any of his Netflix shit. But we do like a fair share of Adam Sandler movies. So I want to talk about Adam Sandler movies first, and then we'll kind of segue into something a little bit different. But first, let's talk about some of our favorite Adam Sandler movies. You got one?
Yeah.
What's your number one?
My number one?
Number one.
I don't know about that one. Number one is probably Happy Gilmore or...
You gotta choose one.
Wedding Singer. Then I choose Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer. That's a good one. That's a great...
Then I choose Wedding
That film
Singer.
still holds up.
I feel like all the old ones do. Like, I love Wedding Singer. I love 51st Dates. I like Grown Ups. Like,
fucking no, because another old one of that time would be fucking Billy Madison.
Oh,
and that film does. Billy Madison does not hold up.
I mean, some people like that movie. We just don't like that movie.
Yeah,
I don't. I've never seen it.
Happy Gilmore's far superior of those two. I haven't
wanted to watch it. I've never been inclined. Like, the premise doesn't interest me. I'm like, that sounds hella dumb. I'm not gonna watch that because I can already tell what that's gonna be like. So I'm like, nah.
But no, let's go back to The Wedding Singer.
Okay.
Great soundtrack. Great choice of songs for his vocal range.
I mean,
that's like
that's his thing, though. Like, that's what he likes to do.
Yeah.
He has to sing or be good at sports or, like, be good at something.
Successful.
Something like that in all of his movies. Like, he can't just be, like, normal.
Of course not.
I mean, he was normal in, like, Pixels, but he was great at playing video games, and that's why
was
Pixels
his thing.
was, my doofy friend is going to save us from aliens that, pretend to be video games.
Talk about big fucking letdown. Okay, so, the way you feel about that one movie, what is it, Lights Out? What was that short film on YouTube that made Lights Out? Pixels was that for me, because Pixels started out as a short that he then bought the rights to and made Pixels. Oh. And so I was super excited for that.
I think Pixels, like, a lot of people talk shit about Pixels. Pixels is...
It's a shit show, but it's an enjoyable shit show.
But, it's, like, a fun popcorn movie. Like, you don't have nothing to watch. Like, you just want to, like, sit back with, like, some junk food and, like, watch something stupid. Like, that's a fun, stupid movie. Like, it's not as bad as people talk about, but I've only seen it once.
Some stupid fucking plot points. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Pixels, I mean, don't. But anyways, how the Dink cheated... that's a dumb fucking plot point. How do you... Some would argue you can cheat in real life, now that I think about it. But you know what I mean? He's like... He used a glitch to, like, cheat. And I'm like, how does that fucking work in the real world?
I mean, if he... Like, in real life he used that when he was fighting the aliens? Or he
used a glitch to fucking, like...
Or you mean when he was winning, like, back in the day when they were, like...
No. I'm not talking about the back in the day thing. I'm talking about... Literally he did like some like glitch to like transport his car from like one end to another in real life when they're doing the Pac-Man scene. Oh. It's fucking stupid.
I don't remember that much. Like, I don't remember that much from Pixels. Like, I remember watching it and thinking, this isn't as bad as everybody says. And then that, like, that being the end of it. I can't go like for shot, play by play with you about Pixels.
Anyways, so I would argue Adam Sandler overall though has probably some of like the best discography, or not discography. That's
filmography.
Filmography, thank you. The best filmography like of a comedian, like he's got some good stuff. Like Waterboy, we fucking quote Waterboy all the fucking time. All the time, guys.
I feel like I quote Happy Gilmore a lot too.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore, I quote 51st Dates all the time.
Yeah, but to be fair, you don't quote Adam Sandler lines. You quote
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider's lines.
Well, yeah, because Rob Schneider fucking makes that movie.
I saw that movie in the theaters, by the way.
If he wasn't in it, I don't think it would be as funny. Like, it's a cute movie, and it's all romantic and cute and shit. Like, you know, I think Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore make a great couple.
I believe
like
it.
They have great
couple.
chemistry together.
Absolutely.
But, you know,
still prefer The Wedding Singer over the Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler flicks.
I mean, I like Wedding Singer the best too, but I do really like 50 First Dates. Like, that's just like, that's a movie I could throw on and like I don't have to necessarily watch it, but I know what's going on and it's comforting.
Let's talk about Grown Ups.
Okay.
This is comfort food for you.
I feel like most Adam Sandler movies are comfort food for me. Like, that's a movie I just can throw on. Like, all of them except Billy Madison, I can just throw on. Even Little Nicky, like, that used to be like the shit.
Oh my god, that used to be one of my favorites. It doesn't hold up.
It does not hold up. Does not hold up. I don't think I could stomach that movie these days. But, like, I remember being a kid and really liking that movie.
No, it's yeah. I do like that film.
Oh, and 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh,
great.
See, you would have kicked yourself in the ass if you didn't think about that.
I fucking love that movie. Like, the songs are great. The story is great. Like, the animation is cool. Like, I think that's a great holiday movie. And even then, like, I can just watch that movie. Like, it makes me cry too because it's heartfelt. It's stupid.
Is it though?
I sing all the songs like I would like a Disney movie. Like, I think he hadn't seen it until this year.
Yeah,
it was on one of like the free streaming channels, and I'm like, let's watch this. I'm watching it.
Yeah, I stayed away from it and never, you know. It's like one of those things where it just came out at a time where I was like fucking over Adam Sandler and his bullshit. Fucking over it. Also, all your Netflix movies suck dick. I haven't even watched them. That's how bad they are.
I watched the new Halloween one that came out.
Technically, I think other than Uncut Gems, which is technically a Netflix exclusive.
What?
Yeah. I think it was.
But it came out in the movie theater.
I think they only premiered it in movie theaters, but it was Netflix. They put it in the movie theaters to be considered for like Best Picture.
You should fact check that.
Fucking A. I'm pretty sure Uncut Gems is a Netflix exclusive.
I don't think so. Anyway, whatever. I would like to see that movie too.
Yeah, that's something we haven't watched. I've heard mixed things though.
I mean,
I have heard mixed things.
I've only heard good things about Uncut Gems, but I don't know. I like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, distributed by fucking Netflix. Suck my dick. I was right. A24 and Netflix. Thank you.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, going on.
Fact check.
Well, I'm glad you fact checked.
I feel like we need a sound thing for every time we get fact checked.
Okay.
Anyways.
You should invest in one of those.
In time. But yeah. Anyways, sorry, got distracted. So that brings me to like a part 2 to this topic, right? Which is
we didn't say Mr. Deeds.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Mr. Deeds.
I saw that in theaters too.
Another great one. I don't like Big Daddy. I don't like that movie.
I've probably that's one of the Adam Sandler movies that I've probably seen the most of.
Is Big Daddy?
Yeah.
I don't like that movie.
Rob Schneider's the same character in both.
The takeout guy?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't like that movie.
I like Big Daddy. It's cute.
But
it's
Mr.
cute.
Deeds is super funny.
That's before what's her face got looking weird.
Who, Winona Ryder?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? People age, Robert.
People do age, but she like fucking aged a million years in between fucking that and fucking Stranger Things. Like, golly.
Anyway, go on to what you were saying.
Sorry.
I just had like
an epiphany.
A mind bubble. Like, I was like, hey.
Boom. Anyways, brings me to a part 2. Other actors like string of comedies. Who has some good strings of comedies? So like
in that group or just in general?
In general.
I mean,
Wow.
I can only think of a few.
Like?
The first thing that came up to mind was Joe Dirt.
So David Spade.
David Spade's
got good ones.
Because Joe Dirt, Tommy Boy.
Yeah, but would you say... But see, like, the thing about Tommy Boy and, like, all that, I would consider that he was the co-star, but I don't think he was the lead. So I would argue that's more of a Chris Farley, which brings me to... I feel like Chris Farley has a solid filmography as far as fucking being hilarious.
I've only seen Tommy Boy.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
I've never seen, like, Black Sheep and stuff. Like, I've never seen
that's
that.
good stuff. Hold on, real quick. Just another unsung Adam Sandler. Airheads.
Never seen that. Oh, no, I have. That's the one with Brendan Fraser and Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. You're in a band. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I've only seen that movie, like, once. I don't remember much, but, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, sorry. Just came to mind. No, I feel like Chris Farley has a good filmography. I don't know why I keep saying discography. Filmography.
Coneheads? I mean, I've only seen Tommy Boy and I've seen Coneheads.
So you've never seen Black Sheep or was it the Ninja movie?
Yeah, no.
That's
it Beverly Hills Ninja?
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah, never seen that.
Let's segue. Actually, now that makes me think. Eddie Murphy. That's a good one. That's a good topic.
Yeah.
You got fucking Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Me and my mom were just talking about that movie.
Like, yeah, that's a good one. Let's see, what's another one? Movie that I don't like it now. It doesn't hold up, but Pluto Nash, I remember failure
really
that movie Nash. Was.
Like I
do remember watching it as a kid and actually enjoying it.
No, me too. Mulan,
Shrek, that's a big one for him. But even though that
Mike Myers.
We'll get to Mike Myers here in a second because I feel like that's a whole nother subject.
Well, because I only like a few of his movies too. Like I was gonna be like, oh, Mike Myers, but then I was like, oh, I forgot about Joe Dirt, and I really love Joe Dirt. Like that's a great movie. That's like on that list of like how I feel about Adam Sandler movies. I feel about Joe Dirt.
I will say. This guy, he's tried his best, and he's just a supporting character through and through. We've already brought him up once on this topic. Rob Schneider, like, they really try to get... Like, I remember seeing The Animal in theaters. I remember seeing fucking Deuce Bigalow, part 1 and 2, European Gigolo, the second one.
Yeah.
They really try to push him through. And
I love the hot chick. He's hilarious in that movie, and so was Adam Sandler.
I think I enjoy Animals better.
The Animal?
The Animal.
No, never seen it. Never seen it, but I do love the hot chick. Like that's a movie like my parents quote all the time.
What about?
And like I don't know, there's something about Rob Schneider. Like, I mean, this is up for debate, but like, there's something about him. Him and my friend find Steve Buscemi really attractive, which I don't get, but whatever.
My mind is being blown right now. We're talking about Rob Schneider being attractive.
I think there's something about I find something attractive about David Spade as well. Like it's mostly probably because of the fact that I find them funny. Because I don't think Adam Sandler's weird looking. Like Adam Sandler's not bad looking either.
Out of those that you're talking about, I feel like the one that I can most identify with would be David Spade, because I feel like he's got BDE a little bit.
What the fuck is that?
Big dick energy.
Oh, no, totally.
He's totally got big dick energy.
Totally.
Like totally.
In everything.
Yeah. I think... So that one I understand. The Rob Schneider, that he's a fucking dweeb. Like, he's never anything like super confident or anything like that. Let's see. Let's talk about Mike Myers.
Okay.
Got Austin Powers.
And I do enjoy all of those. The second one, not as much. I enjoy Goldmember and the first one way more than I enjoy the second one.
I would actually argue that's my favorite one.
The second one? I don't like Heather Graham. Like, I don't like Heather Graham. And I mean, it's not her fault. Like, there's nothing wrong with Heather Graham. Like, I don't like her.
I don't like you, Heather Graham.
There's nothing wrong with you, and I'm sorry. That's not nice. This is like women beating down women. I'm not trying to do that. But
Jesus Christ.
something about her bothers me. And I'm like, because he had Elizabeth Hurley, and she's just like classy and beautiful and shit. And I'm just like,
well, I mean, to be fair, you know, they're really playing off of that, like 007, and she's a Bond. Like, she's like a traditional, like, Bond girl. Yeah. That's and probably why.
I love her in Bedazzled. I love that movie.
No, I don't like that movie.
I don't
like that movie.
Love it. The remake with her and Brendan Fraser.
You just got a thing for him.
I do. I love Brendan Fraser. Like 90s Brendan Fraser. And I love Elizabeth Hurley. She's gorgeous. And she's just so classy and just so posh. So posh.
Fuck, man. Didn't think we were going to use that word on this podcast.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. She's posh.
Anyways, terrible accents from the both of us.
I can tell you a story about that. I actually got drunk one time at a bar and pretended I had a British accent the whole time, and everybody believed me. Everybody thought I was from England.
Yeah, because everybody else was fucking trash too.
Oh, no, they weren't. And then, like, when I started to, like, you know, I got real messy, and then my accent started slipping up, and everybody's like, well, what happened to your accent? I'm like, I'm trying to be American. Just awful. Just awful. But, you know, it was like...
Cringe
at the time. But, like, it was actually a really fun night. It was a really fun night. Like,
Jesus
Christ.
Go
out, pretend to be somebody else, and then, you know... Have a fun time. Who cares? You're like, you're never going to see these people ever again. Who cares?
Until you do.
I mean, I never did. It was an old lady bar.
Oh. Some of our favorites.
Oh, this is like a real old lady bar. Like, I was dancing with like 40, like 50-year-old men.
That's hot. Anyways, got sidetracked. Mike Myers, Spy Who Shagged Me, Austin Powers, good stuff. Shrek. I feel like we can all appreciate Shrek.
I remember going to the movies to see Shrek, and like my mom being like, she's very like conservative, so she's like, oh, this is inappropriate for children. Oh, and like we just thought it was freaking hilarious.
I think Shrek is one of those game-changing animations. It really was self-aware. And I feel like a lot of animations after that tried to like pull that off, some more so than others.
Like what?
Like just being self-aware. Like, for instance, like Wreck-It Ralph 2 is trying to be super self-aware.
I don't like
with like the fucking Disney princess like scene. Like they're trying way too hard. Like Shrek really captured it at that moment, and it was solid.
Yeah.
Actually made me think of a different actor who I feel like probably, now that I'm thinking about it, has more films that I enjoy than pretty much anyone else. He may not be the star in them, but he's in a lot. Mr. Jack Black.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I
don't feel like I've seen a whole lot of movies with Jack Black on them.
I mean, you got Kung Fu Panda, because that's what made me think of it.
Oh, because DreamWorks?
Because DreamWorks, yeah.
Yeah, okay, you got Kung Fu Panda.
Series, that's pretty good. Tenacious D.
Okay.
You've got School of Rock. I know you don't like that movie, but I fucking love it.
Do not like that movie.
Orange County.
Okay, another movie I'm not crazy about.
You're killing me. Trying to think.
High Fidelity.
Shout. That's a really, really good one.
What's another movie?
I'm drawn to, like, I like him in like movies where like they like casted him in like not a serious role, but in a serious film, like a Enemy of the State.
Never seen that.
Him and like Seth Green are in this like
Seth Green.
Him and Seth Green are fucking...
Seth Green's an Enemy of the State with Will Smith?
Yes! It's fucking... They play like the techie dudes, like the IT techie dudes that have all the, like, they monitor all the, like, spy technology and shit to, like, track this dude down, kind of thing.
I like Seth Green in The Italian Job. I like that movie. He's like...
Seth Green gets shot back to Mike Myers, of course.
Oh, yeah! I always forget he's in those movies.
Yeah.
That and Robot
Chicken.
God!
This is a movie that I would have been pissed off if I had fucking forgotten. Eddie Murphy, fucking Nutty Professor. Holy shit. How the fuck could I forget that? Goddamn, I probably blew out the mic because I got too excited. But seriously, 1 and 2, both great, awesome, enjoyable, funny as fuck films.
Coming to America.
Oh my god!
Coming to
I can't
America,
believe they're coming out with another one. I hope it's good.
And Dolomite, that was funny.
Dolomite was great. Hey, shout out to our last last
episode where we didn't mention Dolomite.
That's actually one of the few films that is fucking great that Netflix has done.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about movies about it.
We didn't talk about movies just because there's not a lot of good ones, but that is a good one, and that one
the second 90%.
Is very funny.
Don't care for the first one.
I like the first one.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle and that pineapple on his head. He had like
I like the first one. I love the second one. Mm-hmm. The opening scene on the second one is really, really good.
Is that when they're at the fried chicken restaurant?
No. They're dreaming. It's in a dream. He's getting married, and he's like, Eddie is what's the
Professor Clump?
Not Clump. What's his alter ego?
Buddy Love.
Buddy Love comes out of his ass. And then, like, the grandma's like, I'm gonna give him a trachea. Give me a butter knife and a spoon.
That's when they're in the restaurant that she says that.
No. And I'm gonna give him a trachea. They say that when she's sitting on like the pew.
He hasn't been in too many churches. The pew.
No, I have not.
The pew.
But no, like I that opening scene got me so good.
I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie in a really long time, but I was so excited because Janet Jackson's in that movie. Because don't get me wrong, I think Jada Pinkett Smith is awesome, but I definitely like Janet Jackson better as the second one as his love interest.
Yeah. Anyways, any other? I mean, there's a bunch. Like
we didn't talk about Chris Rock at all.
We didn't. I like Down to Earth. That's probably my favorite.
Head of State. Oh my god, that's another one of those movies I can watch all the damn time because fucking Bernie Mac, hilarious. We didn't talk about Chris Tucker either. Chris Tucker is hilarious. Like, I feel like I could watch anything Chris Tucker's in.
Yeah.
And he's so versatile.
I do enjoy... I don't enjoy the Chris Tucker film, which would be Friday. I think... Next Friday is far superior.
You can suck 2 dicks.
Like, I'm sorry. I just like...
You like Mike Epps better than you like Chris Tucker.
I do.
But Mike Epps is hilarious, too.
Shout
out to Mike Epps. He is
so funny.
Fucking hilarious. Like, I think Chris Tucker is hilarious. Just shout out to all these guys. Like, they're just hilarious.
No,
like,
I as far as next Friday series, I like next Friday.
Them all.
Anything with Day Days.
I like them in order. I like them in the order that they're in. Like, I think they're all funny, but I definitely think that Friday After Next is like not as funny. But it's still funny, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
You know, Fifth Element, classic.
Fifth Element, that's a great sci-fi.
All Rush Hour movies.
All the Rush Hour movies. What's your favorite?
All of them. No, I love them all.
Oh, I love them all, but you gotta choose one. I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay, I'm gonna choose 2 too. Because I go 2, 3, and then 1. I think the third one is funny as hell. I think the third one is funny as hell. Funnier than the first one.
Interesting.
I do. I like it. Mike Epps.
Mike Epps is... Let's see, what else?
Mike Epps is in All About the Benjamins.
Yep. I did like...
Resident Evil 2 and 3. They did him dirty in the third one.
Whatever.
Even though Resident Evil 2 is... I like it better than the first Resident Evil. Because I like that it's more of an action than a horror, but we're segueing into a different subject.
Totally different subject.
Because don't get me started on horror movies. We could talk about that all day.
I know. We've already done that.
Oh, bye-bye.
Anyway, check out that episode. Links down below. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Because I feel like this is a subject that we're gonna come back. We're gonna be sitting in the car with the fuck ever.
Let's just make this a part 1 because we'll come up with some more stuff later down the line.
Yeah. we'll revisit this topic some other time,
Yeah.
I'm sure. All right, that does it for this week's episode. Thank you so much, guys, for listening or watching if you're on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, click that little bell, and in the comments below, let us know what you think, or give us a comedian that has a string of movies that you quite enjoy. We didn't go far back like with like classics like Dan Aykroyd or like Richard Pryor, which I feel like is a whole nother subject that I want to dive into, but we'll do that at another time. Anyways, guys, join us on the Facebook group, follow us on our Instagram. Thank you so much. We are Renegades of Pop, and yeah, see you next time. You're just having too much fun.